Hello guys, today I'll show you some of my rendering how to make 2D image into 3D image. To do so, you have to create a Gizmo. So it's very easy to do that. Press Ctrl G to make a empty group, and in this group here you can right click on it and go to Manage User Knobs. Go to Add and Floating Point Slider. Here you can write offset and copy and put it in the label and choose OK and done. So we have done offset Gizmo, and go inside of that Gizmo or group, and you have input and output. So here I need to have one node that is called iDistort, and here just input will be this, and UV channels make it depth, and UV scale. Thing is that you have to take control and drag and drop to UV scale. You'll get expression. You can see E for expression. In this expression, right click on it and go to edit expression, and you have this, and you have to do shift and make a bracket here. And the thing is that press slash and 2. By doing so, you can have expression, that is, if I make it 10, you can get half of it, 5. That means that your offset divided by 2, offset is 10, the result is 5, because you have divided it by 2. Alright, so Alt and C to copy and paste it here, and put it again here, and double click on it, and in this UV scale, right click on it, go to edit expression. Here you have to do -5. So for doing so, you have to multiply -1. If you do so, you can see -5. That means if I make it 50 to be -25, you can see half in negative value, and here half but in positive value. Alright, this is it, and you have to go to edit and project settings. Here we have views, and set up views for stereo, and we do have left and right switch, and take a joint view here, and then left will be left and right will be right. Here I need anaglyph. In anaglyph you have to make this red equals to right, or right equals to red. Auto color is 1, and here we do have horizontal offset. So here again we have to make a script again. So press Ctrl and drag and drop here. And what I need to do that if it is 50, I need it to be 100. So right click on it, go to edit expression here. You can see we have left, dot left, because we have created it. So I don't need that left, delete it. And what I need to do to get a bracket here, and then into 2. And you can see the value of offset is going to multiply by 2. You can have 100. Alright, so if I make it 15, it will be 30. Cool. So now this is a Gizmo we have here, and go here. So now it's a group, but we can make export it as a Gizmo here. Alright, so the Gizmo part is done, and we have to take our 2D footage to see what is happening. So go to read node, and here I can paste the location of this, and we have this 2D and depth 2 input we have. Now what I have to do is we have depth tasks that I have created in Photoshop, and this is simply a color value. The front object will be white and the far away object will be gray, not black. Now you can see we have a simple 2D image. There is nothing, simple image we have, and you can do it easily in Photoshop by selection, and or you can say for video by using roto technique you can do the same thing. So now this is very important, that depth task. Without depth we cannot do this thing, because you can see that in Distort we have channel activated depth. So if you don't have depth task, we cannot do that. So go to shuffle copy, and we have this 2 and 1 here. Double click on it, go none, and we do have depth, and this is the depth we have. So you can select this one for your depth task and go to, you can see we have depth. All right. So if I connect it and you can see this thing, you can see the problem is that we have not done the project settings. So go here and you can set the project, which is the HD. Now you can see, you can't see anything, and go here. All right, see output is not here. So now you can see the thing, and you can see that we have the depth. So if I go to that group and if I increase and decrease, you can maintain that offset of that isolation. So 15 is perfect for this demonstration. Maybe you need to change it for your own image, but this is how you can make a 2D image into a stereoscopic anaglyph image. Hope this technique is useful for you and you have liked it.
Hello guys, today I'll show you some of my R&D. This class is going to be very interesting. So you can see that we have a render here, and we have some pass here that is called P pass, that means point position pass. So now this is not at all a relighting class. Now you can see if I make a horizontal viewer here, so we have two viewers, and I can easily shuffle out our point position path. Now you can see here that if I put this viewer 2 into our shuffle 1, we can see that we have our point position path. So this is in 2D, this is in 3D. If I put a extra node that is called position 2.2. Now you can see that we do have a 3D viewport here when you have plugged it in our beauty path. Now this node is asking for your position path. So you can see here we have surface point, and click on this none and go for your P, that means position path. As soon as you do that, you will get your position path in 3D viewport. So that is what I have told you, that this is 3D and this is 2D path. And by this path, you're getting this 3D look in your 3D viewport. So what if I need to put a card in it to make this light or some kind of fire effect? So I have to take a card node and a scene node also. to merge them all because of we need to see both the thing together. So in the scene node, we can see this. We have your card here, and we have your point to position path also. Now, this is very easy to make this happen like this, but this is very problematic to snap it. Where I need to snap it, and how we are going to snap this here. May we have lots of methodology to do that, but I have found something very interesting. So first thing is that right click on this and set this knob to default to make this 0. And right click on this and go for your manage user knobs and add RGB color knob and type here position. You can put anything you want. There is no problem with this name and label thing here. So now you can see this is X, this is Y, and this is Z. That means is what? This is red, green, and blue. So what I need to do is to take this, translate, right click on this, go for your edit expression, and here type down position.R. Your R should be in lowercase, and position.G and position.B. So X is red, Y is green, and Z is blue. And this is the coordinate system we do have in Nuke or in Maya also. So choose OK. Now you can see that this translate is disabled. You cannot move this translate values at all. If you try to move it, it will animate this whole process. And we're not going to animate this. You can see we have some E for expression we have in the card node. And we have this user that we have created that is position red, green, and blue. Now, if I click on this eyedropper, and if I zoom this area, I don't know where is it, but I can guess it. Press Control and sample this. Now you can see, as soon as do that, your card is there. Because we are sampling the color, and this color is based on your world position. And this is how you can snap your 3D card or anything into your 3D system. And you can make it big like uniform scale and so on and so forth. You can do anything you want to, but you need to change this by this values. And you can see this value and this value is same. But this is happening with the color, and this is happening with this normal values. But these values is problematic to get it right without this technique. So I have found this interesting, so I thought that I should share it to you. Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how we are going to take your relighting process in a whole new level. So you can see here we do have a very simple scene setup of a relighting. Now you can see that we do have some fire in here, and we have some bounce light in it. And that bounce light is coming from these nuke lights we have here. And this is a very common approach that you are going to relight your scene with point position path and normal path. And you can easily put some physical light in it to have some light in your scene. That's really common. But the problem is that this light is static. This light is not moving as per your fire is moving here. So it shouldn't be like that in real world. So what you have to do, you have to go to your fire. This is a 2D element you have here. Now what we have to do, you have to take curve tool in it, and you have to go to your curve type and click on this go button and choose OK. Now if I go to your intensity data, now you can see that RGB value of this fire element is embedded into this intensity data, red, green, and blue. Now you can see the color is also changing here. So what we have to do, you have to go to your relight. In this case, this is really static. There is no intensity shifting here. So just simple, you have to take a color correction node here and control drag and drop that amount into gain. So what I'm going to do here, that you are getting that fire information and we're putting that into our relight information. And this is how we can get proper and actual flickering of that light into our bounce light. The thing is that we're not getting that intensity at all. Still we have some intensity flickering here, but we are not getting any pronounced effect here. So the easy fix that we need to go to gain, right click on this, go to your edit expression, and you can multiply that into your number. So in this case, this is 300. Choose OK. You can see that this is really bigger than that. Now if I play this, you can see we have some flickering effect is going on here. Although we have some intensity flickering effect is happening here, but this is also not correct. So what you have to do, you have to go to your color correction node and double click on this, and we have to embed this gain information into keyframes. Why you have to do it? Because if you go to curve editor, you can see that we cannot get your keyframe selected. So right click on this, go to your edit and generate and choose OK. You can see that we have some keyframe is generated by this technique. So now what I have to do, you can see here, this is 0, and it is all happening in your 7 to 20 range. It shouldn't be like that. So we have to make it like this. So it will get a full range of 0 to 20 to make this happen in a proper way. Now if I play this, you can see we have much more perfect flickering effect than previous one. Now you can see that your bounce light is also getting flickered by your fire intensity. So this is totally matching with the fire is moving at the same way your bounce light is also flickering. So here I have final output that this is happening in the proper way, which happens in real life. So this is how you can make this happen, and hope you have liked it. I have this cryptomat in new script, and this cryptomat I have got from V-Ray Maya. Now the cryptomat is not visible in RGB channel. So we have this auxiliary channels, which is right here. And for cryptomat, we need to have 4 different channels to make a proper cryptomat. So this is a cryptomat, the main one, and we have this cryptomat 00, 01, 02. And 00, 01 and 02 is going to be a supporting channels for this cryptomat. Otherwise, this cryptomat cannot make any kind of mat. So now you can see we do have a proper cryptomat baked from V-Ray of Maya. But sometime some problem may happen. What is the problem? That if I have this cryptomat and if I put it right here, it should be visible in this viewer, but it is not visible right now. Why this is happening? Because of this is an issue of metadata. So the metadata is messed up in this cryptomat. That is why this Gizmo, it is not understanding the information. So how we are going to get rid of this kind of issue while dealing with V-Ray cryptomat for Maya? So it's a very easy fix that you have to press tab key and take modify metadata, enter, and we have these 3 actions here. One is action, second one is key, and third one is going to be value. First one is going to be action, and the key is going to be double click on this. So once you have double click in this area, you'll get a list of metadata. Now in this case, I'm going to take this EXR cryptomat name, choose OK. Now you can see this is there, and now we have this value. Double click on this value. Value means exact name of your cryptomat. In this case, cryptomat underscore. Why so? Because of we have cryptomat underscore. So now still we can't see any kind of information. Double click on this gizmo and click on this lock layer selection. Once you do that, you can see we have the cryptomat layer selection is right here. Earlier it was not coming in this section. That means is what? The metadata problem is happening. That is why this cryptomat gizmo is not getting this information. So another cryptomat, if I take and put it right here and connect the viewer, new, see, you can see the same problem. Why the problem is coming? Because of this metadata problem. And it may happen while dealing with this V-Ray cryptomat. And if I choose this metadata, then and there you can see the problem is solved because of this cryptomat is getting a proper information from this metadata node. This is how you can fix any kind of issue inside Nuke while dealing with V-Ray Maya cryptomat. And double click on this and click on this pick add, and you can add anything you want. So now this is also perfectly working. And if I go to alpha channel, you can see we have a proper alpha channel intact. So it doesn't mean that this cryptomat is wrong. The metadata information is not getting properly inside this gizmo. That is why this is happening. So now you know the trick how we are going to make this happen inside V-Ray cryptomat.
Hello guys, today I'll show you some of my R&D. So this is a very common problem we have in Nuke. That is, we are not getting path if we move our Nuke script to home, to office, or anywhere. So it's a very easy fix I have found. Just mark where your Nuke script is located, and that is your element folder. And go to edit, project settings, and here we have the same path, and we have this element folder here. So up to element folder you need to copy with the slash also and close it. Nothing has happened. One thing we need to do it, that is double click on this read node, any of them, and just find that same folder, and if I delete it and close it, now you can see we have this. How we're getting this? Because of it is getting element, and after that it is connecting with this new folder and this. So the address I'm going to make in two separate locations like this way. But the problem is that how we are going to make all of them at once. To do it manually, we have a very easy fix. That element folder we do have, copy up to that element folder, select all of my read nodes, edit and node, file name, search and replace, and we have this dialog box. Search, we're going to search for this address, and we are going to replace with nothing. This is the trick, that we are not going to replace with anything. That means essentially we're doing deleting this address, which is okay. Now you can see the address is no longer visible over here because it is replaced with nothing.
So this is a very easy fix to do it. But now close it, and if we make another folder and put this element folder over there and double click on this nuke, you see same problem we have. The thing is that we don't have anything to replace. It has been replaced previously. So now what? Only you have to change that element folder. So copy this and paste it here. Close it. And it is not getting loaded because of you need to restart nuke. And then you can see everything is there for us. This is how you can reload your read files. Very simple.
Hello guys, today I'll show you some of my R&D how to use lens distortion in Nuke. So you can see here we have a footage which has a tremendous amount of lens distortion. To deal with this kind of situation, you have to have lens distortion node in your Nuke script. And here you have few tabs. In this case, I'm going to take this image analysis. Here we have this image analysis button and click on this button. Now you can see that we have our lens distortion corrected in here, and we have this bounding box. So by default, it is not happening in a proper way, so I can make it manually to make this line straight. So we do have radial distortion 1 and radial distortion 2. So you can manually create some changes in your lens distortion node. So you can see here we have bounding box, and in this case we have a few new resolution here. So close this, and if I press D key from your keyboard, that you can see we don't have any kind of distortion right now. So now I like to take this footage into Maya. So how to render this sequence? To do so, you have to have a reformat node in your Nuke script. And here we have output format, extremely important. Now this is going to be a custom made format which is known as overscan. So now we don't have any overscan yet, so we'll be making a new one, and here we go. You can type here overscan and the file size. How to determine the file size? Now you can see that if I disable this, you can see, so here we have 1453 and 818, and here we have 17597. In this case, I'm going to write it down here. So this is 1453, and plus this is going to be your 175 and 175, and other one is this, that 818, and that is 818 plus, and here we have 97. So 97 here. Now you need to calculate this. So how to do that? Go to your reformat node and you have this new overscan. You can edit it later on also. So you have this 818. That means here we have 818 plus you have 97, and you can see we have new resolution 915, and we have 1453 plus 175, and we have 1628, a new resolution we have here. Once you do that, you have your new resolution which is overscan, and your resize type should be none. So I'm not going to resize our footage at all. This is extremely important. And you can see here we have some stretching issues into our footage. To deal with this kind of situation, you have to use this black outside button. So you can have your black outside and there is no stretching is going on. Alright, and now you can take this W right node and you have this file. Just click here, go to desktop, lens distortion, and you can here make a new folder that is called corrected lens distortion. And here we have corrected lens distortion dot triple hash dot jpg. So save it and render this out 0 to 10. Now the render is done and we are going to in Maya, so we can take a new camera and we can have and select this one and open, and we have this, and go to view and here camera settings, and we have overscan, and we can go for resolution gate, and you can see 960 540 is not at all matching with our new resolution. So go here into your render settings, and here we have this preset and we have width and height. The overscan is 1628 and here we have to put 1628, and we have here 915. So you can see, you can type here 915, and this is our new resolution. Still it is not matching, but this is right because of we can have that this image best will be not proper, fill and horizontal will be proper, fit to resolution get, and there you go. So now we need to take a box and create a box right here and just put it right here, Control D, and we have another box, put it right here, and press 6 key from your keyboard and select this, right click and take a new material. That is, you can take a new material which is in this case Lambert, and this is color. We can take this checker parent and make this one bit styling, and maybe 10 and 10. Cool. I can make this oriented a bit like this. I can make oriented like this. There you go. So if I take a render, we have the render, but this is looking totally black. Why this is happening? That we have to introduce some indirect lighting that is not a light, that is ambient. So you can have some light information. So we don't need that image, background image. So what to do? Just go to view and view your image plane attribute, and here we can make display mode, make it none, and then you can render this out. All right, go here, file, and save the image as PNG file format because we need the alpha channel. So this is element, and save it, and you can import that element. Press R key from your keyboard and we have ePNG and open. So you can see we have that PNG, and we do have alpha channel also. Fine. Now we are going to place it over it. So press Alt C to copy your plate and press M from your keyboard to merge them. This is your A, this is your B, and put it here. You can see we have some problem, bounding box problem. This is happening because of this is 1280 and 720, and this is not same as this one is. So first thing first, that we need to take a reformat node and make this one that 128720. All right. If I select it, you can see we have 128720. Okay. Now, and you can see here we have proper resolution, and it is not at all looking bad. But the thing is that how to apply the same amount of distortion into our rendered image. So it's a very easy fix that we have this lens distortion, copy and paste it here, and this is totally opposite of it. So just we do have a solution. This is undistort, make it off. So now we can have the same amount of distortion which our footage has. So this is how we can fix the problem. But the thing is that you can see this is repeating, the age is repeating. That is a very easy fix I have found inside our reformat node. Now don't use this width, it has to be none, and still it is happening like that because of you have to use bounding box. If you do that, automatically there will be no problem, and you have same distortion with any kind of stretching problem in your lens distortion pipeline. So this is how you can use your lens distortion in your rendered element as like your footage has.
Hello guys, today I'll show you some of my R&D age problem in Nuke while you are going to do the color correction in your CG render. So now you can see that we do have a render and we do have an ID path. So if I check shuffle copy node, and if I can create a channel RGB matte, and if I go to that channel, you can see that we do have that channel ready for us. And now we can press G key for grade node, and we can mask red channel and make the multiply down. Once you do that, you can see that the age issue is coming. So if I do this and this for every single channel, you'll get a huge problem with these ages. Keep in mind that we do have ages here, but this has two kind of ages. One is outer edge and one is inner edge. The outer edge problem can be solved by this unpremult node. Now you can see that by this unpremult node we can easily solve that issue of your outer edge, but the inner edge is not solving by this process. So this process is not useful for your inner edges. So we have to make a different treatment for this case. We need to make holdouts. So first of all, we need to take shuffle, and we can segregate every single channel of your ID path. So we do have three channels here. One is red, green and blue. So separate them all. And you can see that we do have all the channels separated for us. And just make a copy alpha node, and you can copy the alpha there and you can remodel this. So we have got this TS from your render, so you can do the same for the rest. So we have beautifully done our holdout, and you can have this one for your blue. So that means that we have all the pieces we have, and we have separated them. And what we need to do, that we need to merge them to make this look like our beauty render. Though it is looking like the beauty render, but it's not. We do have some problems still there. If I zoom this, you can see that the edge is not going away. But there is a very easy fix I have found for this case, that this is merge and it is in over operation. Just make this plus will fix the issue dramatically. And same thing for every single merge node you'll be having in this script. So you can come here and you can see the nasty edges and just make it plus. Cool. Now you can see we need to think about your outer edge, and we need to go to your project settings and make this HD, and we can take constant and make this a bit white kind of gray kind of white gray constant. Now you can see that we have the edge issues. Now this outer edge issue can be solved by that node Untitled. Cool. So now you can see that we have this outer edge problem is solved and inner edge problem is solved. Now this method is very cool and proper. If I go for any gamma correction in this case and make them multiply 0, so we don't have any kind of edge issue coming up. Now one thing is this, that this is RGB path. What if we can use 𝐓𝐷𝐈𝐿 path? If I have everything, every single node attached to this, I can see it is not happening, because of you need to convert this into RGB, because we have segregated the channels, that is red, green, blue. So what I have to do, we have to take this 𝐓𝐷𝐈𝐿𝐾 expression to convert this. So this is a simple 𝐓𝐷𝐈𝐿𝐾 expression, you have to put it, and this expression has been created by my friend Chetal. So you can see, if I put it here, instantly that your RGB, your 𝐓𝐷𝐈𝐿𝐾 path converted into RGB. But the problem is, if we zoom this, we have some problem, edge problem. But if I see this one, there is no edge problem, inside edge problem. But that's not a problem with me, because I do have the fix here. You can see we do have Untitled and we have plus. Both the thing will won't work in this situation when you are dealing with your 𝐓𝐷𝐈𝐿𝐾 path. So first of all, you need to make this over, and your Untitled will not do the good job here, you need to take just alpha copy node and copy the alpha here. And now you can see that we do have the problem, still it is not going away. That's because we need to introduce a new node that's called level set, and put it right here, Alt K, and you have to put it above your premouse node. And what I have to do is to just create a mat and dilate is 1. Will fix all of the issues you have here with your edges or outer, inner, every edge. So when you are dealing with the 𝐓𝐈𝐏𝐒 path, you need to use this method. Or else, this method is universal, you can say. If I take this red, green, blue path also, then also it will work. Or else you can use that earlier one that I have showed you, like the plus multiplication. So this is how you can make this possible and your edge problem is gone. So hope you have liked it.
Hello guys, today I'll show you some of my R&D. How to compose motion vector paths in New. To do so, you have to have a node called vector blur. In this vector blur, you have to change this alpha into RGBA and alpha. And if you channel, you have to change it to motion vector paths. Once you do that, you'll get some changes. Now here we have method. This is now backward and it depends. This is not looking right. So the method is not working in this case. So change the backward into forward. And from here, you can see when the character is in motion, you're getting motion blur. And this method depends shot to shot. It can be backward or can be forward. You have to decide which one is useful for you. So if I play, you can see that we have motion blur in our character, and this multiply is the intensity of that motion blur. You can make it 0.5 to minimize the motion blur effect. So this is how you can use this motion blur in Neo by using vector blur. But you have to have that motion vector path, which is look like this. Otherwise, you cannot get this UV channel, which is motion vector path. So, hope you have liked it. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have missing node into your Nuke script, what I have to do, you have to go to your Edit, Project Settings, and click on this script directory. This will create a Python script automatically. Now what I have to do, you have to double click on this, and you can see that we do have element folder in both the paths. So what I have to do, we have to just select this, keeping the slash, and press dot and enter. Once you do that, you can see that missing file error is gone. So you can do this by the search and replace also. If you have a bunch of nodes, manually doing these things will be a cumbersome.
So what I have to do, you have to select this, copy, close, and select both of them, edit, node, file name, search and replace, Ctrl-Shift/, and search for this path and replace with dot. Choose OK. You can see that error is gone. You can see your file intact. So if you have a different condition, that is your comp file in a folder. So let me save this and put it in comp folder. And you can see that we'll be having the problem even though we have dot here. So if your new script is a different folder, so what I have to do, we have to use double dot instead of single dot. So now you can see by making this dot double, you can get your file back. Close this, save this, and if I change this path, paste it here, you can see we have a new folder, and in that folder we have these files. Double click. You can see even though the path is changed, there is no problem with the reading file. And if I change the directory also, go to your new folder, cut it, and put it in a new directory. Double click on this comp, double click. You can see we don't have any kind of error message, and we have changed the drive also, including the folders. So this is how you can make this missing file error bye-bye forever. Hope you have liked it. Thanks a lot for watching.
Now it's extremely easy to do this kind of stuff, to have a shuffle node, and now we need to extract red from here, and alpha is 0. We don't need any alpha for that. So here you can see we don't have any alpha because of we have made it 0, and we have this red. This is our red channel, and we can press Alt and C to copy and paste, and here we can have this green, and alpha is 0, and you can see here that this is our green channel, and come here, and here we have to have this blue channel. We have a blue channel, and we don't have any alpha here also. So now we have to rename these nodes. R means red, this is green, and this is going to be blue. So here we have to press M key from your keyboard to get your merge node. The operation we are going to make plus, and this is A, this is B. That is not at all important that which is going to be your A and which is going to be your B, because of A and B is plus, means red plus G, and G plus R is same thing. So press Ctrl C, and we have here. Now we can have our passes separated and merged back together, and here we don't have any alpha channel, so that is what we need. And now we need to invert this, and now you'll get your shadow pass. So this is how we can get your shadow pass, and you have this individual control in your every shadow pass. So now go to your constant and get a color of your gray color, and press M key, and this operation is going to be multiply, because of you all know that in shadow we have to use multiply to compose this pass, and now you can see we do have a proper composition by using this technique. So now we have the character also. So go to your character. This is going to be your beauty pass and matte pass. Come here. So we can see here we have this ground. We don't need that. And we do have alpha also. So this alpha is also not useful for me. So that is why you have an extra pass of your character. So here we can see if we have here alpha, we can use that, but this alpha is not also proper. So for that, you have to use this shuffle node, and you have to use your red, green, and blue, any channel as your alpha channel. So red is coming and going to your alpha. So you can see here red is same, and green is same, blue is same, and so that means you can take any channel to copy that into your alpha to get alpha. Alright, so now we have to copy this alpha here. Press K key. This is a copy alpha node here. Keep in mind that A is a giver, so it is giving the alpha channel, and B is a receiver. So B will be receiving this alpha channel. So now you can go here, you can come here and connect it. You can go here and press A. A means your alpha channel. You can see it is now there in your alpha channel. But it is not like, we're not, we need to get rid of this your ground. So for that only, whenever you are using copy alpha, you have to use this pre-mult node here. So now, once you have used that pre-mult node, you can see here we have edge problem. So if you do have this kind of edge problem, edge issue, so it's a very easy fix I have found. That is, before this pre-mult, you just add erode filter. Now that edge issue is properly gone, and I have not done anything in erode filter. So this is how you can get rid of this kind of edge issue while making this kind of stuff. Cool. Moving on to your task, which is here. So you can see we have constant. The color is not matching with this. So what to do? That go to your color swatch and press Ctrl and click. And now you can have the same color in your constant. So this is your shadow pass. So press M key and go to your, this is over, and this is A, and this is going to be B. And you can see we have a proper composite. If you're not going to use this pre-mult, so you can use matte as operation. This is also okay. But in this case, I'm going to use this over, because of over will give you a very, very gentle blurriness to your edge. And then you can use this pre-mult to cut your background. All right. So this is our character composition. This is our shadow composition. Now everything is done. Only one thing is left. That is that you can see the shadow is not matching with the actual shadow. This is extremely dark. So to get rid of this kind of problem, we can use this grade node for your every single passes, shadow passes, and you can rename this as red, green, and blue. So now you can do, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, and you can use this wipe node. This is merge, this is red 3. So we have this wipe. And now we can see we have the difference. So first red, So in here we are using multiply to dial these things. So you can see we have a line here. So we can get rid of this line like this. So now we have to go to G, and you can see here, go to multiply and make it down like this. Yeah. And go to your B key. Now see here, B means blue channel, and go to your multiply and make this like this. This is also gone. So a bit more. Yeah. So now you can see that we don't have any kind of problem. So this is your main pass, main master beauty. This is your composited. So you can see this is totally identical pixel to pixel. So this is how you can adjust your shadow with your actual pass, actual output. So now this is how you can compose this RGB brown shadow pass inside Nuke. Now one more thing is this, that you can make a gizmo of this node tree. So to do so, you have to group them, Control G, and now you have to go to here, and you can see this is output, and there is fine. This is input, so it should be only one input. So we can use one input like that, and delete this inputs, and come here, and now you can right click on this and manage user knobs, and you have this pick option. You can pick this red grid multiply, and here you can change this as red, and here you can change here we have this green grid multiply. So edit, I can put green here, and go to click, go to B, go to grid, go to multiply, and here edit it into blue. So done. So you can see here we have only red, green, blue options. We have some parameters. So now you can export this group as a gizmo. So you can put here that shadow RGB, and here brown shadow G shadow, and here you can use color also. So like this, and close this. So we have color and RGB brown shadow, and you can see here we have a triangle here, we have a triangle here. That means this is a group, and so double click on it and go to node, and here we have export as gizmo, and now we are going to export it as a gizmo here. So you can replace this. I have done it previously, so replace this, yes, close, and now delete this. Once you have deleted this, and you can come here in your import script, and now go to your desktop, and here we have your, you can see that we have a gizmo, and we have a proper looking thing. Now you can see here this is like straight, and this is like this. So that means this is a gizmo, not a group at all. You can see there is no group that you can go inside of that group. So to do so, you can go here and copy to the group, but you cannot do that because of you have imported the script. So this is one way to get your Gizmo. And another way is that you can see this is Gizmo 1, and I have write that RGB and all is not there. So one more thing you can do, that go here and copy this into your user in your .nuke, and here you can put this RGB Gizmo. So now you can close this, and then you can open this, and here you have this, and go here and go to all plugin and update. So now here you can come, and that was red, green, blue. That means it will be in red. You can see red, green, blue Gizmo is there. You can see that RGB, our name is there, and you can press tab key. You can see RG, that is RG. So now just put it here, and there you go. This is how you can use this RGB shadow pass to get more control over your ground shadow.